Welcome back to the Whiskey Couch here in Pretoria, sunny South Africa. I'm Gustav and this is Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 155. It's also the fifth one in this series that I'm doing on 14-year-old single malt whiskey. So I've already covered 4. Number 5 today is the Glenfiddich 14-year-old rich oak from the Glenfiddich Distillery. World famous distillery in the Speyside region of Scotland, the Highland region, and you'll find it right there in the middle of the Speyside region. Glenfiddich Distillery, founded in 1887 and owned by William Grant and Sons. The Glenfiddich 14-year-old rich oak, limited release. There we go, 14-year-old rich oak. The 14 is a bit hidden away right there in very tiny letters. It says 14-year-old rich oak. Now the rich oak is an interesting one because it was matured in ex-Bourbon casks and then finished in new American and new Spanish oak casks, not previously used. And it says here, let me read everything, matured for 14 years and then delicately finished in new American and Spanish oak to create a complex harmony of lively fruit flavors and rich new oak. New American, initially spicy oak notes followed by vibrant vanilla and deep fruit flavors. So because of the American oak, that's what you're getting. Because of the Spanish oak, elegant hints of fruit with complex nuttiness and spicy aromatic rich oak finishing. And then of course bottled at 43% alcohol by volume. Beautiful gift box with a lot of information at the back. 14-year-old single malt from the Glenfiddich Distillery, and here is a picture of what it looks like at the mighty Glenfiddich Distillery. One of the big 3. That's my son and myself in the visiting center enjoying a few drams when we visited the distillery. One of the big 3 in terms of single malt for many, many years, the distillery that sold the most single malt, the biggest single malt selling distillery in the world. But now, recently, Glenlivet has overtaken in terms of the best selling distillery. So here we go, Glenfiddich 14-year-old rich oak, matured in new fresh American and European oak. So one can expect quite a bit of oakiness and oak spices, a deep gold color, so it's a soft nose, it's a soft, deep, elegant. Sure. Fresh fruit, apples, pears, very typical of the Speyside region. But also a bit of banana and citrus. It's a fruit basket again. Vanilla. And I'm looking for the wood. There's a hint of wood spices in the background, but mostly malty and honey and fruity on the nose. So I'm not overwhelmed by the oakiness on the nose. Let's see the palate. This is so sweet. This is so delicious. It is rich. And it is complex. But what stands out for me is on the palate is the creamy vanilla custard flavor that I'm getting with soft toffee, some more fruit, some more citrus. Again, the apples and the bananas and the pears and the citrus. Apricots. The oak spices is sort of in the background. Oak spices and toasted wood. But I'm getting toasted nuts on the palate. This is a delicious whiskey, but it is one that you need to spend time with because it is so elegant and well balanced that you've got to dig deep to find what are the flavors that's sort of hiding away. Very, very nice. A shorter finish than the previous two that I did. Definitely shorter finish with the fruit and the vanilla and the honeyed malt and then the dry oak spices. So let's see. Few drops of water in this 43% ABV. It's warm. I'm still getting it on my palate even now as I'm sitting here. The warm. There we go, the effect of a bit of water, a few drops of water. And now, caramelized brown sugar. So the water, a few drops of water sort of brought out the oak influence because that caramelization from the oak wood, the toasted oak wood, is now emerging. Ripe fruit, toffee candy. Man, this is an elegant, soft, well balanced, well integrated. Nothing that sort of stands out. Everything is in perfect harmony and you need to look carefully to identify the elements. This is an excellent whiskey. My summary would be, I would say honeyed nuts, fruit and vanilla custard with an oak spice in the background. Elegant and complex. The price here in South Africa, even though quite rare, this whiskey is around 700 Rand. In the UK, £35 and in the US, $48 from what I could find out. Pairing this magnificent whiskey with a bruschetta, French bruschetta, because that is the challenge that I've given myself. All 9 of these 14-year-old single malts, I want to pair them with bruschetta and with a topping that will connect with the particular whiskey. So I was thinking, because of the complexity, the vanilla, the citrus, the honeyed nuts in this whiskey, my topping here is a bit of cream cheese to connect with the creaminess, but then I've got chunks of mellow macarona. Mellow macarona is a Mediterranean Greek soft cookie, and the main ingredients is honey and orange juice and almonds. So it's got the perfect flavor profile for this whiskey. But I've put it on a bit of cream cheese just to bring a bit of balance, because the cookie on itself will be too rich and too sweet. So there we go. That is what it looks like. French bruschetta, cream cheese and chunks of mellow macarona. Here we go. This is fantastic. It's like an orchestra playing in perfect harmony. Oh, magnificent. What a wonderful pairing. What a wonderful, delicate and elegant dram. Thank you very much for watching and joining me on this 14-year-old single malt journey. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, when I will be doing whiskey number 6 in this series that I'm busy with. Until then, sláinte.